this video is for you if you want to start journaling and want to learn how it can improve your life. And I start out by telling you how it improved mine. And so when I started journaling, or before I started journaling, I was like, should I do it? Should I not? I was really contemplating, is it a thing I should start, or is it just another thing people are talking about that I shouldn't really be doing because it's not really for me? And so I decided to give it a shot, and I never really took it seriously. And so I kind of just put it to the side and stopped doing it for a couple of months. And I was just really doubting how and whether or not just writing down words could really improve my life. And so I started looking into it a bit, and like the scientific part of it is our words and what we write down have energy. They have some sort of energy around them. And I know it may sound a bit like yeah, like witchcraft, and it isn't, I promise, but it's actually kind of scientific. It's called the law of attraction. And so when you focus on the things that you want to achieve, or when you start to focus on the positive things in life, or just in general the things that you're happy that you have, you generally attract more of those things. And so that's kind of where journaling comes into the picture. And there's a lot of different ways to journal. I'll share just how I do it and what has helped me. And so what I do is I journal before bedtime, I journal before I go to bed, and I just start out by saying that today was a good day, even if it maybe wasn't, but still try to focus on the positive side of things. So I just write down what I did that day, what I was happy I did, and that may take up a couple lines. And then this is one of the things that you have to be careful about, because your journal shouldn't be like a daily planner. And I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'll explain it a bit. And so what I do is I write down what I'm happy to do or what I want to do tomorrow or the day after, without making it a to-do list for myself. And so one of the things you have to be careful about, that I did for the first few months, I've been journaling for a bit over half a year now, and I've really felt some improvements in my life. But one of the things I did at first that I shouldn't have done, and that you shouldn't do too, is your journal shouldn't be a to-do list or a daily planner or stuff like that. It should be a place where you express gratitude. It should be a place where you objectively observe the things you have in your life and start to notice and focus on the things that you want to notice and focus on. And so what I was doing is, after I had written down what I was thankful for this day, and I was about to write for tomorrow, I would start to write, tomorrow I want to do this or this or this or that. And that really made it more stressful than helpful for me, because I ended up writing down a to-do list in my journal, and that was the last thing that I was thinking about before I went to bed, and therefore also the first thing I was thinking of when I woke up. And so I kind of woke up feeling stressed and not really relaxed, and maybe it even was in my subconscious during the night. And that's not really a good thing to do. And I mean, I really felt stressed a lot, and so avoid that at all costs. So if you're starting journaling and you really want to get into it, and but don't really know how to do it, and you maybe seen this video explaining that you should do this and that, and you've seen this video that explains that you should do this and that, I can give you the magic recipe. I can give you the magic way to, the one only way to start journaling. But I can recommend you to try out some different things and see what works out for you. And so I'll tell you what works for me. So, like I said, I start out by writing down what I was thankful for this day, at least three things. It can be, I was very thankful for the weather being great today, or I was very happy that I spent a lot of time with my family. Just, it can be general stuff like that, or it can be very specific stuff. That's completely up to you. And so then I'll write down two things I'm really thankful for in general. And so that can be that I'm blessed with a nice family. It can be that you live in a place that where you feel safe, or you're not really exposed to violence and stuff like that. And then I go to write the things that I want to do tomorrow, or the things that I would be thankful or happy to do tomorrow. And so that can be, tomorrow I would love to have a good workout. It can be tomorrow I'm looking forward to being in school and what a privilege it is to be able to go to school. And I know you may not see school as a privilege if you're a young man, young girl, whatever, and you think that school's just some bullshit. I just have to tell you that I know it may seem like that sometimes, you have homework and stuff like that, but think of all the people that can really go to school. So your journal should be a way for you to start to focus on the positive things of life, and also get maybe some thoughts in the back of your head out of your head so you can focus on other things. Because I know for myself personally that sometimes when I have too much different stuff going on in my head, I become really unfocused and I can't really focus on one thing at once. And so try to juggle a couple different things, and that just really doesn't help me out. It makes, instead of me doing three different things like 100%, I end up doing three different things at like 75%, and I don't have anything to gain from that, and nobody really has. And so what I also use my journal for is if I'm going to maybe a tough time or a period of my life where I just feel like I'm down, or I didn't don't really get to do the things that I want to do, or I don't really feel as blessed or as lucky, even though I maybe am, or I know I am. So I just write down what's been troubling me, and yeah, so just jot down, find a pen, open the notebook, and just write down what's been bothering you. And maybe also, if you know what the fix for the problem is, then write down that afterwards. And then just look at it a couple times. I mean, the solution. And yeah, just try to just get the negative things off your head, get it outside of your head so you stop thinking about it, and then go back to the positive thinking. And again, a journal should really be for, you can use it for visualization, affirmations. I personally use it for affirmations. So I also write down the things that I want to achieve in the long term, like my goals and stuff. And again, journaling is completely a subjective, it's very subjective, and nobody can give you the perfect formula for how you to start journaling. It's all about figuring out what works for you, finding out what gives you peace of mind, what helps you view the positive things in life. And so I promise you, if you actually start to journal, and if you can do it morning, evening, whatever, whenever you have the time and you feel relaxed, just try to write down again a couple of things you're thankful for, and just try to set the mood and set the tone for the next day. Then I promise you'll notice a huge improvement in your life. I know I have personally, and I really think, again, if you start to take this seriously, you could really feel one too. So yeah, I hope this is something you start doing and experiment with. And if you do, please comment down below what your results are, and I'll be happy to help you along the way if you have any questions.